This is Jay Del Vecchio. I am thrilled to have you here, and I'm looking forward to answering any of your questions as we go along. We are lucky enough to have some wonderful panelists tonight with us that can add some perspective from a former student from a few years ago who's excelling and doing some great things. To we even have our certification council director here who is going to, give you some perspectives and allow you to engage and ask questions from anywhere, any direction you want to go. Now, what I'm doing right now is I am allowing everybody to unmute themselves when they want to ask a question, because to me, that's a big part of it, right? Is engaging, asking questions, getting feedback, because that's really what we do in this program. It's about engagement because this is a very much a personalized, engaging business, right? So I'm hoping that as we go forward here that you will ask your questions. Obviously, we have a chat room available, which is cool. But I want to say just flat out, the best way is to be what a personal trainer is, right? And that is to stand up and be counted and share, because that's what being a personal trainer is about. Now, again, I'm enabling your microphone, so if you, as you want, you can unmute, ask questions as we go along. Standing ovations are allowed. That's always a good thing. And as we go forward here, let's hit it. I want to do some fun things here as we go forward. Can everybody here see my screen? Okay. Christine, can you see me? Yes. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Because I'm gonna drop down to where you can see me right now. I'm in my home gym, but I am going to pop it out into full bigger mode so everybody will be able to see it easily as we go forward. And I don't want anybody getting eye strain, as simply as it goes. So here we go. All right. Anyway, this presentation for WITS, it's all about learn your own way. We've added a new program to it, virtual learning, because everybody has different ways they like to learn, right? So one of the things we're going to be doing as we go forward here is engaging that concept fully. Now, here's our agenda. It's kind of brief, but it's got action-packed, wonderful things in it. You're going to be able to meet our panelists, including our certification director. You're going to be able to meet also Andrea, who's on the board, who's actually been certified since 2008. And Pamela Sanchez, if she's able to drop in, she's going to, but I also put a clip in here that she had shared that she wanted everybody to see, because as we go forward, it's about you. It's about learning. It's about getting a comfort zone that when you go to work out there, it just flows. It's comfortable. It's confident. So one of the first things I was going to do is a game, kind of a fun thing. You were able to pick which one is Ashley of the three that are there. How about that, Ashley? Is that a contest or what? For a trip to Hawaii, pick out which one is Ashley.
A very unexpected introduction.
But please, yeah, introduce yourself. And she's a picture on the left, by the way. And
I hope not to disappoint with that. Pleasure to be with everyone tonight. Thank you for joining us. I have been working in the industry for 20 years. I taught the WITS certification course for 10 years prior to becoming the certification director. So I really know the course inside and out, both the lecture and the practical components. And I think one of the things that we offer that is unrivaled is the experience that you gather during the practical component. So, like for myself, I was initially certified through a different organization. And while the book material was great, when you enter the field, you're kind of in a fake it till you make it situation. But this is your training ground that you can work out all of the kinks and really build your confidence so that when you get certified after you finish the practical component, you're able to go to your first job and really just really soar because you don't have that uncertainty and you don't really need to spend that time building your confidence. You already have it. So my email address is ashleyd@witseducation.com. Anyone is welcome to reach out to me anytime with questions. I'm happy to answer questions tonight, but if anything pops up in the future, just let me know.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Ashley. And then, of course, we have Andrea. She is joining us and been a trainer since 2008. And of those two pictures, no, I'll make it easy on you. The one in the middle is an amazing, fun one that she sent us, and I love it because that's what it's about, is doing some good, fun things. Andrea, would you like to give everybody a little overview of you and
Sure.
yeah.
You did a great job, thorough. Yes, I've been a certified personal trainer since 2008. Through WITS, I was part of the pilot program at my college, and I still stand firm in the fact that this is the best personal training certification. I have helped train other green trainers that got certifications from other organizations. And I will say the trainers that came from WITS were well prepared. They had a better knowledge base. They were more comfortable in the gym, and they knew how to communicate properly with their clients. So myself going through the program, I think the most beneficial aspect was half the time in the classroom, half the time in the gym. I think that is what sets this certification apart. And I just want to see this grow, 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 grow.
Thank you very much, Andrea. And of course, as we go along, if anybody has questions for either one of them, they are here for you. So, and then of course, Pamela, were you able to get on? I know you had some clients and things going on first. Are you available? Okay, Pamela is the last picture, but she did send me this, so I want to share it. Wow. Thank you, Pamela. And like I said, she's been a trainer now for 3 years and doing amazing things in the private sector. Um, as we go forward here, I want to share the different types of certifications we have. Our number one by far that is all over the country, Canada, Bermuda, and so on, is a certified personal trainer. Primarily, that's run with the colleges in the hybrid format, which we'll go over. The senior fitness specialist, health coach, group fitness, medical fitness specialist, which is a big thing these days with chronic injuries, chronic illnesses, I should say. The youth fitness specialist, and of course, if you want to run your own facility, your own studio, the fitness management. These are all areas that we specialize in with our programs. And as you go along, you'll want to add those because it's a career and you want to get better. You'll be, when you're done this certification, you'll be a couple rungs up a 10 rung ladder. And to get the rest, you always need to keep climbing a little bit to expand your client base, but also to expand your knowledge and be able to help people that are going to be coming to you from a varying degree of backgrounds, medical issues, and so on. So, but they're available as we go forward. Tonight's main focus will be the certified personal trainer. And of course, questions in any of them is certainly welcome, and I'll touch base on them. One thing you'll see in there, the certified personal trainer level 1 badge, the health coach badge, just a sample of them. We also give you a digital badge credential to put on all your social media, your website, so on and so forth. Then when you click on it, it opens up with your background and the studies materials you've gone through. It's a big advantage when you're marketing yourself. So it's not just a wall certificate, which we also give you, but this kind of thing also helps you really open up your clients' minds when it comes to comparing other trainers who are just doing literally online education and then online testing. There's no hands-on practical, no engagement of those areas other than theory. So the hybrid format is very simple. It's a virtual live lecture at a scheduled time each and every week for 5 weeks. And then the in-person practical skill labs are at the college or universities in your local area. And we also work with a lot of private sector ones, Crunch Fitness, different ones like that, because they are looking to hire our trainers and they want to host it with our folks coming in there. They get to meet those recruits, prospects, if you will, which would be you in going through the program in your local college. And of course, that helps really get you in the door. Our new virtual format, we started early this past summer, has really jumped. It's live lectures at a scheduled time, live labs at a scheduled time. These set times are all online. It's virtual, but you have an instructor in front of you. The online format, as good as it can be to a point, they're pre-recorded canned lectures and labs, right? You may write and then get an answer the next day from somebody on a question. To me, that's not really the way to learn. It's about engaging, because personal training is personal. You need to learn how to communicate those soft skills and be involved and say and do the right things in a safe way to help your client get results. So the virtual format is one. The live format, we have a number of universities that use that to do in-person lectures and labs at their schools. University of Texas El Paso is one of them, which is an amazing institution. So these are different ones. We have the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, for instance, amazing one that we work with to this day. So anyway, those are your options as we go along. All exams are always at the end of the course. So we're preparing you to be a personal trainer, to know how to do everything from the ground up. We assume you know absolutely nothing. So if you're already working out, which I hope you are, if you're already doing some other things in the fitness health field, beautiful. You've got some insights, some background, but we're going to assume you know nothing to help you put it all together in stages and steps so that your clients get good, safe results, and of course instruction from you in all areas, because you're going to have that comfort zone. We do have a buddy up, a group tuition discount. That's something, if you happen to sign up with 2 or 3 friends that are with the same goals, you work out with them all the time and they want to get involved and do a nice part-time, full-time career change, whatever the case may be, we do have rebates that go along with that with people. So certainly if you're doing that with a friend, we've had a number of mother and daughters, father and sons that have done it, contact me directly and I'll make sure that you get on that program. If you're a group fitness director for different schools, we had a big one going on with Crunch Fitness, for instance, nationally. Certainly contact us and we can work out an extra special group discount for a number of your recruits and so on, because we're here to make this effective in all areas for you to build this career, because this is a career pathway. Some of you may be taking the class just to better take care of your own family, your own workouts. That's cool too. Probably 20% of the people that take the class, that's all they want it for. That's very cool. I think it's a great way to make sure you're doing it right, and be safe with your own family and their goals, whether it be youth sports or whatever. And of course, we always have flexible payment plans for a lot of our programs. Now, let's talk about the fun stuff here, the personal trainer course. The hybrid is the most popular one. The lectures, real time. Carrie Lewis happens to be one of our great instructors, but we have many others. Laura Gorman's leading the ones on Tuesday nights, for instance. They are, boom, just like this. You'll be watching at your own house, at work, wherever the case may be, and you can engage and go through and learn at a specific way that'll really bring all this stuff together, because you can read the chapters and you have to read the chapters. This is not a giant workout class. This is a college course. the accreditations we have, the college credits we have for it. It's all about serious learning to take that next step in a real career. So when you go to do something like this, you're going to have a lot of help. The skill labs, again, here's an example of one of the Tom Purcell. He owns his own fitness facility. He's also JCC director in the Virginia area. He's involved with a lot of our programs, and in particular the virtual, but we also have them in each and every one of your cities and areas that you'll be signing up for, whether it be Delaware County Community College outside of Philadelphia, whether it be Westchester Community College up there in New York, whether it be down in Florida Gulf Coast University, down there in Fort Myers. They're all over. Polaris, for instance, has one in Ohio. We're there in a lot of areas. So you'll want to go to our locations page if you haven't already, and you can click on the button and get more information on the varying time schedules for each of those colleges. Or just write me. I'm here. Write Ashley. She gave you her email, which is cool. Again, you also get recordings. So we're big on recording all of these so you can use them as study tools. Because there's going to be certain areas that we're just flowing and clicking and you got it. You go to study for the exam. I really want to go over this to make sure I got it right up here and exactly where I need it to be. So we will have that for you. And the practical side of it, let me show you something here. There we go. That particular item you're looking at there, shin splints. Anybody heard of them? Anybody? I know you have. I know you have. And those are the kind of things that if you're not working and stretching from the neck on down, obviously issues start to occur. Chronic injuries develop. How many people have had 4, 5, 10 trainers over the course of their lifetime, depending on whether they're not maybe a senior? And they've had bad experiences. They haven't had the results they thought would be so simple, so easy. And more times than not, they've had bad experiences with trainers only phoning it in because they're, I guess, is the perfect way, fake it until you make it from a lot of the online programs. There's a lot of people in that realm of 2 months, 6 months, a year before they figure out all those particular communicative skills, those safety aspects for stretches, for exercises, and so on, cues, protocols that you follow, because they're figuring it out from just reading a book. Things happen. And of course, that's what we're going to help you miss all of those things and instead be able to come out of it confident and on top of your game. Does anybody have any questions about the personal trainer, the hybrid? Anybody? No? I'm doing that good. Okay. Well, I like that. I like that. Just to kind of run through, to touch base on these, we do have in all of these programs virtual as well as the online, right? But this one, for instance, is a specialty field that's growing, obviously, as our population in the United States and Canada grow. The senior fitness specialists, 2 wonderful older seniors there. Those are my parents. The big thing with this program, and Abby is amazing at it. She has a full-time practice with that as a fitness business owner. She's been a teacher for different colleges and universities and for us, and she's amazing. She breaks down all these particular things. This particular interactive practical skills, she's doing it at her fitness center and going through their specialized assessments for seniors. They're not like a 20, 30, 40-year-old. Some things will overlap. Other things definitely will not, based on their medical history and their age and so on. So we're going to cover all those special issues and tackle them. The lectures are the same way. We're going to go into how the body is affected by exercise for somebody with senior issues. Just the body aging in general, you can be healthy, but you're going to have issues you have to consider, right? Range of motion and so on and so forth. This particular program is broken down over a 9-week format. And again, as a virtual, it's all online. So you're going to be able to, and you'll be able to turn your camera on and show and share everything that you're doing and be critiqued right there online, and everybody learns from each other, from their presentation. That's what we do with the hybrid personal trainer. When we're in person in the gym, you're going to be role playing with other people. You're going to be expressing, I'll say, I want to see an assessment for lower back flexibility. Ashley, your client is Tim, go. And you're going to turn and face that person and go through those issues of demonstrating it, the protocols and so on and so forth. Are they breathing? When should they breathe? How should they breathe? So on and so forth. Not too fast, not holding their breath. All of these things come into play and the reasoning behind it. So we make our mistakes on each other, even if it's just as simple as I look at the floor a lot when I talk to Ben, instead of eyeball to eyeball, making it personalized and confident. And we learn from those things together when we're in a room going through these pop quizzes on each other and role playing with each other. That's the stuff you do not get in just a canned online version of it. And that's what's different about us for the last 30 plus years. Group fitness, we also have that going on. We actually have one coming up here starting the 24th of September. That particular one, same thing. It's just a little bit longer. It's a 30-hour course, so it's 15 hours of lecture, 15 hours of practical. We're going to go over everything, including cueing, group dynamics, immediate feedback. Everything's right there. And of course, you're learning the way you need to learn, which is engaging. You're going to get recordings of all of these so you can study up on other areas of it, refresh and so on before you actually test on it. Health coach specialist, that's a very unique thing that has grown out over the last 10 years and is huge for personal trainers that want to take that next step. And we're lucky enough to have some amazing people. Tony Thomas, who owns his own business in Long Island for probably 40 years. He is the guru for this. He just led a class that just ended about a month ago, and we'll be starting up another one here. It's an amazing class to learn how your clients are thinking, what they're feeling, how to dive into those specific questions, a framework that has a pattern to it of how you reach and bond and navigate sensitive issues. You can't talk to everybody the same way. So you've got to be able to break these things down and have a lot of tools in your toolbox is my best way of putting it. So when you have that, everything flows. You know what to reach for next in the toolbox because you're aware of what this issue is, what you've learned, what you've practiced, and you move forward in a very positive way. So again, recordings go with all of it. Medical fitness specialist, wow, this one really popped when we did it. We've run a number of these courses. Pamela actually is going to teach this next one. She has her master's. She actually developed the course for us. We're using the American Council of Sports Medicine book, which is an excellent, excellent book. Very easy to read and very usage-wise to apply, application-wise, these items of things to do with people, because everybody over 40 has some kind of chronic illness. But we also get into mental health issues, depression, things like that, because they will cross your doorstep. They will come into you, and you need to be able to figure out a good action plan, as well as maybe even tying it in with their doctor if it's a physical thing. So we teach you how to take those protocols and how to run with the ball. And that's a big thing. Anybody have any questions, again, up to this part? Anything they want to go over or that I touched on now or in the past on the personal training, anything? Because as these things pop in your head, I'd love to hear them. Okay. All right.
Jay, I see that Christine has her hand raised.
Oh, okay. Well, let me pop on over there because it's on this screen where I expanded it. I wasn't able to see it. Okay, Christine, what do you have for me? I'd love to help you. Oh, I see you came in there you go. How can I help you? Did you put something in the question panel? Let me take a look. I don't see it there. Christine, do you want to share something you have for me? Just unmute yourself, and I look forward to helping you. Let's see. I just unmuted you again, so let's
There
make
you
sure
go.
that works. Did that
Can you
get
hear
you?
me? Yeah, can you
Yeah.
hear me? I could not
Great.
unmute.
Thank you.
I also do not have a chat function, so I'm not sure. You mentioned the chat. I don't see a chat. I can just unmute or put on the camera.
Oh, no, that's okay. There's a question panel box, but it's a big square box that just basically looks like you're texting me something. The
Yeah.
chat box looks like a double chat box is what it is, one for comments. So, but thank you
Maybe,
for
yeah,
that.
maybe because I'm on the browser version, I don't see it. Regardless, my question is,
Yeah.
back to the last one you just went over, I think it was the medical specialist. Do you
Yeah.
need like a baseline foundation in kinesiology or like any kind of degree to have that, or can anybody, like, once I get the certified personal trainer, move into that?
Yeah, that's an amazing question. Thank you for that. Because I did miss that one as far as going. You need to be a certified personal trainer and or have a degree in the field, because whether it be the senior fitness, the medical fitness specialist, these are specialized fields. The health specialist, the group, we can take those straight on. That's not a problem. We teach you from the ground up on those areas. But medical fitness specialist, senior fitness specialist, unless you have a background in it or are already a certified personal trainer, we hit the ground running. We assume you have the foundational knowledge. So we're not holding up the class to go over basic exercise phys that you should already know, or nutrition aspects or whatever. Does that help?
Yeah, I'll definitely have the certified personal training. I just wasn't sure if you had to have a baseline of like a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. Kinesiology. I can't even say it.
Kinesiology? No, thank you. That's a great question. I mean, if you do, excellent, wonderful. But it could be an associate's degree just in health and fitness. But
Okay.
yeah, the certified personal trainer will have the foundational knowledge to help you rock and roll and go right through it.
Great, thank you.
So, you're welcome. Anybody else have something?
Jay, I think I saw that Radonna had her hand raised too.
Oh, okay. Let me make sure that she's free and clear. Radonna Janovic, is that it? Let me see here.
Yes.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. I am so sorry. It was raised only because I wanted to apologize. I got into the traffic jam and everything. I just want to apologize because I was late for the session. And I wanted to mention that I was part of the first session previously, but I was not able to actually sign up for the course due to family issues. So I am
Yeah.
back, and I am not new to
Great.
this. I'm following, so just want to apologize. This is my second session. I'm familiar with everything.
Oh, good. Well, no, well, thank you for jumping back in, and no apologies necessary. Life happens, and it just means you owe me 10 push-ups. That's all. So.
Oh, even more than that. I'm in a super shape.
That's good to hear. I like that. I love that. Okay, well, good. Anybody else have a question? Did I miss something? I don't see any of the hand ups, but I love questions. Thank you. All right, let me jump into the big one again here. The medical fitness, obviously. Then we go on to youth fitness. It's a big thing these days. Big specialty to have, especially for summer when you want to run camps and things like that, and the kids are out of school and parents want to see them properly supervised with a positive direction going forward, and as far as their engaging social skills as well as fitness, right? So we have a lot of youth camps kind of stuff come off of this certification Our director of curriculum, Dave Johnson, put this together, and is actually leading the next course virtually as well. So again, in something like this is one of those that you do need to have a background, a certified personal trainer, or a degree in a related field. So you have a good concept again of the exercise physiology, kinesiology, and so on. Then for this special population, we're going to hit it dead on and really tie it all in, so you know the variations of things you have to do. That just being a general personal trainer, it's flawed. You're gonna potentially have some issues there that you're not aware of with growth plates on the youth and so on and so forth. You want to be your best, right? You want to help them go. So anyway, let me jump into the next one. Fitness management. Most of the people, and I don't know, you certainly all can call out, that take this course are always have in the back of their mind, they want to start their own fitness business. Everybody who's pretty much on the line as a panelist has their own fitness business going, whether they're running their own clients, whether they actually open up a studio, different things like that. I know Ashley's branched off into so many different areas. Is an amazing a speaker doing presentations for advanced trainers. There's growth, and in that growth, obviously, you need to know how to budget yourself, how to brand yourself, and so on and so forth. That's what this fitness management certification course does. It really helps you managing risk, how to hire and fire people. It's not just a generic thing you can fake, because it can cost you in a lot of different ways. So anyway, that is another one of the programs we have. Now, getting on the other part, that's my wife and my dog. As you can tell, he likes doing the Superman, even though it's a little bit on the wrong way. But he's Tsunami is working hard. So that's basically our presentation. But I wanted to see if anybody had any questions about either the college they're going to be attending, where they're running the course, or virtually. If you had any questions on it, we got some great people ready to work with you.
Yeah, hi Jay, can you hear me?
I can, thank you. Yeah.
I signed up for this information session through the College of DuPage in Illinois, and I'm not sure where everybody else is on this call. But it referred to the NCCA Certified Personal Trainer Virtual Information Session. So I'm curious as to which seems to be different than NCCA. And I guess I'm just trying to figure out the correlation between those two entities.
Yeah. That's a great question. Thank you. The NCCA accreditation is a separate organization that accredits, well, companies like ours for programs that we do, like the personal trainer is NCCA accredited. They basically assure that the assessments throughout the exams, written, practical skills, that they match the job description and the personal training curriculum base. So it's just a way of, it's kind of like we have college credits for most of our programs. It's just a way that distinguishes the fact that this is a higher learning institutional program to teach you the right way. And we went through all the educational steps to make sure you're getting a solid foundational program. In our industry, it's kind of like the Wild West of certifications. There's groups that are running it that have no accreditation, no college credits. None of them at this point even do the practical component and or exam that has any accreditation to it. They just do all written knowledge. So you can imagine how that would put you behind the 8 ball, all written knowledge, taking a written test, and then you go out into the world and you hope that you can make it, and you're trying to figure it out, or as Ashley put, which I think I'm going to have a shirt like that, fake it until you make it. And more times than not, about 80% of those trainers are gone within a year because they can't make a living at it. Clients aren't doing real well while they figure it out. Word gets out in the facility that you're not up to snuff, and it's a job killer. So NCCA is an accreditation that we hold, that's part of our way of saying we're good enough. We're up here, and we want you to know it. Just like you would go to a college and say they're accredited, they obviously have those minimum standards, if not better, for you to spend hard-earned money to.
So on my resume, it would be WITS as the program,
Yes.
or NCCA. It would be my advertisement of myself.
It would be WITS.
Okay.
WITS Certified Personal Trainer, which employers around the country, Canada and so on, they know it's NCCA accredited. So,
Okay.
They're going to say, okay, you've at least reached and maintained our minimum standard for what we want to work here and be employed. So,
And I guess maybe a separate follow-up question. There's plenty of, ACE, NASM, ACSM, NSCA, WITS.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
how do my head's spinning. How do I differentiate which is the proper program for me?
Yeah, that's an awesome question, and one that everybody faces all along. On our website, we have a comparison chart, so you can see very specifically on key items what we do that really none of the others do. Overall, I would say you go into a club if you're NCCA accredited, like our personal training program, they're going to talk to you. They know you've gone through minimum standards for your testing that is going to hold water. So they're willing to talk to you. Obviously, you got to go through the interview and so on and so forth. Where a lot of them come up short is that they go to do the audition where you're going to take that director or that recruiter around for a workout. And if you're not well versed in it and had a tremendous mentor privately on your own, you could stumble and fall. And if I ask you for a quad stretch and you give me a hamstring stretch, they're going to show you the door. As silly as that sounds, from the standpoint of that level of audition and so on, a lot of people don't know it. They've read about it, they've watched some videos on it, they tested on it, but they've never done the practical component, so they've never really felt it, done it, gone through it. And just like I'm talking to you, eyeball to eyeball, and projecting accordingly to learn all those soft skills, or what is the difference between success and failure. So I would say that depending on your type of learning, why this thing's all about learning your way. Unless you already have a degree in the field or something and you want to do the virtual or online kind of thing just to get the additional credential, great. But if this is your first time and you just work out a lot, do you work out a lot?
I do.
Good. Okay. And I appreciate the fact that you're on here asking questions, because a lot of times people feel, well, I work out a lot, I shouldn't have any problem in taking through Betty over here, or Jim. Jim's a 60-year-old man, Betty's a 25-year-old college student, two different lifestyles, two different backgrounds, medical history, learning. Our first lesson plan is just on learning how to go through assessment testing, go through medical history and Part Q forms, and talking with the client on things that maybe they left off there, that they have a heart murmur. Kind of important, right? But they go, I've had it since I was a kid. Okay, it's good to know. It wasn't on your form. You didn't check it. And then, of course, the herbs. I take a lot of herbs. Great. Well, nutrition-wise, you didn't mention anything about anything that you take there, medications and so on. So it all kind of comes together. It's a puzzle, right? You got to put it together as a professional trainer. And so going through these things, thinking through these things, and then practicing and learning it together with a consortium of other recruits, prospects, if you will, to be a trainer, brings it together and brings that confidence and that self-esteem that when I go to get a job, more importantly, when I go to work with somebody's mother, brother, or sister, I'm not going to hurt them. I have a concept, I have a plan, and it's all scientifically based.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hey,
You're
Jay,
welcome.
can I add to that, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ken, that is a great question. I think all of the organizations that you mentioned are the ones that everybody should be considering, because they are all NCCA accredited. You don't want to even consider any personal training certification that is not NCCA accredited, because like Jay said, it's not going to get the respect or recognition that you need in order to get hired and get established in the field. But now, of all of those that you did mention, the thing that really sets WITS apart is that we are the only organization that has a recognized practical component. So what I have noticed is, even for people like yourself, Ken, that have a lot of experience, whether it's going to be in training themselves, helping to train friends, sports, whatever it is, everyone still benefits from the practical because you're able to ask whatever questions you want. And all of the instructors have a lot of experience. So you might be asking them questions about management. You might say, hey, what do you do in this difficult situation? How do you cue this exercise? Can you show me how you would write a program for this person? So you have the opportunity to do all of those things in the practical labs that you're not going to be able to get elsewhere. So I just wanted to mention that. And then following up on what Christine was asking, if for those that don't have the background in kinesiology or the related sciences, don't worry, because like Jay said, in our course, it covers all of the science that you need. That is a main part of the lecture. And I think that's one of the things that gives these NCCA accredited certs the respect that is due, because in order to pass the test, you're going to be dealing with some pretty complex science. But luckily, it's broken down and taught in a way that is very easy to understand and digest. And then the last thing I wanted to say, Jay, is that you can see that with all of the continuing education certifications that we offer, it's always they're created in response to what our alumni are asking for, right? So people are saying, I have a growing number of senior clients. Can we have a specialty course for that? And then that is usually the genesis for these courses. So we provide a lot of support and a community and interaction for our alumni that I haven't seen it be as tight knit with the others. And I think a great example of that is Andrea. So Andrea, who is on the call today, is currently our certification council chair. So she is very accomplished in several different fields. And because she has always been connected with the organization since she got certified, she was in a great position when a certification council opened up in her geographic area. So there are all of these opportunities, and to be on the certification council, this is as high as it gets in the industry, and you're really in this pivotal position to help shape and direct where the industry is moving in the future, overseeing what's happening now. So maybe Andrea would speak to that a little bit too, Jay, if you need. I see she has her hand raised. I see Christine has her hand raised too. Okay.
I'll keep it extremely short if that's okay. But a lot of it's just going to piggyback what Ashley and Jay have already said. I was in that position where my head was spinning. I didn't know if I was going to be a good trainer, what certification to go for. And I heard of the same usual ones. Everyone would throw out a certain certification that was popular in the gym and popular in the area that everybody had. But when the opportunity came to actually go to the college and take a hybrid, that's when I felt comfortable where I was going to be armed and ready to tackle the fitness industry and be confident in the knowledge that I had. Because they don't gloss over anything. It's a very approachable certification, but with the highest standards. And that's just something since 2008 that I've noticed. Working in different gyms, working independently, and then starting my own company. Another thing that I definitely wanted to add was what Ashley was adding to the situation when it comes to the continuing education. When Jay was talking about the medical fitness specialist and the youth fitness specialist, I really appreciated the fact that WIT's continuing education is extremely thorough. So even if you're taking a specialized nutrition course, or you're taking a little niche that could possibly aid to the medical fitness or the youth fitness, you can kind of test the waters to see where you would best fit, or where your passion truly lies before you actually commit to going to the full medical fitness course or the full youth fitness course. The continuing education is top notch. And that is something that I have not seen in other certifications. So I just want to encourage you to highly consider WITS for the certification.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Andrea. I appreciate the detail, because you've lived it from your side of the desk in an amazing way. Thank you, and thank you, Ashley. Anybody else have any wonderful questions? We love questions here at WITS.
Yeah,
Anybody?
this is Christine again. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
this is going to cut off in 5 seconds. I see the timer counting down. Will it
Oh,
keep
don't
going?
worry about that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I put the question in the chat, but I'll say it. So, and I apologize if you went over this at the beginning. I was in the car at the start of the call. For the certified personal trainer, there's a so I am also signed up at the College of DuPage starting in October, and I noticed that there was like an optional at the end of that program. Once you're certified, you can do like 30 hours of some type of like internship or work experience to get to like a level 2. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Absolutely, and I'm glad you brought that up. I had the badge up there, but I didn't cover it, which is shame on me. The level 2 is a 30-hour internship. What we do is we'll send you a list with your notice that you pass, you're a certified trainer, and you will get a list of area clubs, fitness centers, so on, studios that are looking for interns. And frankly, the reason they're looking for interns is they're looking to hire. So it really walks you into a job if you want to go that way in that particular facility, that particular area. It's a 30-hour internship. It's very detailed. You're not going to be just cleaning equipment and passing out towels. That's not what we allow. And these places are very professional. And they're going to assign you a senior trainer, and you're going to shadow somebody for 10 hours as they take a lot of different clients through. You're going to then start participating in those workouts with them as far as assessment tests and so on and so forth under their supervision. And you're going to take clients through workouts and be checked off, graded, if you will, by that senior trainer that you are more than efficient and sufficient to be getting this level 2 certification. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a bonus that we include in with your tuition. So, but that's something we send to all of our grads so that they can get out there, walk through the door, evaluate 2 or 3 of these different internship sites and see if they want to be. Because one of the things I know we have, we talk with a club like, okay, in your area, Formula Fitness Club, for instance, right? There's like 12 of them or something in and around Chicago. They have certain communities there that are primarily seniors. So if you're coming out of the gate and you haven't had your senior fitness certification yet, you may or may not want to start there. And the director there is smart enough to say, you will fit perfect over in one of these other 3 clubs. This one is really heavy, heavy, heavy senior fitness. And that takes a special clientele coming out of the gate. I think you'd be more effective over here to get your feet wet and get going. And then I look forward to moving you around to others. Certain areas are more, quite frankly, into youth programs. They have a lot of families. There's a lot of youth coming through the doors too. So those where those other certifications start to kick in if you want to expand that market and those client bases and be effective and safe. So
Great, thank you.
Does that help? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very much. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, that's wonderful questions. Anybody else have one? I'm going to check the panel here. Probably one of them was Christine's. Both of them were Christine's. Okay, that's good. How about it, gang? Anybody else have anything? Because I'm here all night. I love talking about our programs and the people we have that work them. No, we're all pretty good. Elizabeth, Lisa, anybody? No, Scott, we're good. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time. And of course, I look forward to seeing and signing your certifications at the end of your course. I do them myself. I don't care if there's 100 of them every week. I do them myself. I think it's, you worked hard for it, you're going to get it. It's not a giant workout. You're going to have to focus. You're going to have to read. But man, you're going to get a lot of help. And you're going to get recordings. And a lot of people form study groups. It's good stuff. If this is your passion, we're looking forward to helping you with it. So anyway, everybody, thank you for your time. If there's no other questions, I want to wish you a great night. And talk to you soon at one
Thank
of your
you.
classes. Thank you.
Great.
Thanks for
you, Jeff.
joining, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.